January, whatever. Late in the month. My bad, everybody. Somebody called. Thank you, Total Real Pursuer. Yeah, something that ain't AI, man. And I'm sick of the. Well, I lost my. Brandon Spencer. Well, my bad, y'all. I had to take that call. That was a working situation, but yeah, I'm a little. I don't know if I'm just sick of AI or the way people are using it. And I think it's more of the way people are using it. I've seen so many fake videos, and you can tell because you can tell how a natural person moves. It's just it's offsetting. You know what I'm saying? Offsetting for one, and then with the way they be stealing content on these platforms, you could set somebody up smooth with that AI, having saying and doing things they weren't actually doing. But I digress. I ain't no tech guy, but I wish we kind of had our own platform that didn't subscribe to ads and all that other shit. I really do. If I knew how to make it, I'd do it. Just gets redundant. But thank you for y'all who left comments and expressed that last part, especially. That's as a whole, we're becoming less and less human. It seems like. I can only imagine what artists as a collective are going through. We don't get commissions no more. You know what I mean? Average Joe can just input AI and get what they want. That's all good, whatever. But it don't beat original work at all. Never will. You find me an AI think outside of the information that it knows. You know what I'm saying? But how's everybody feeling? How you feel about the way the world is changing? Like right in front of our face. Like literally right in front of our face. It's a really slippery slope because I can see how firsthand what this system was designed to do, and it had nothing to do with race or none of the other stuff that average people think is the issue. They got everybody conditioned in such a way where they're actually playing out the stereotype, you know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Part of that is education and all that formative year shit. But I say at some point you come to a point where you gotta make your own decisions about things. You know what I'm saying? And it's done it was done very well. Like I give my hats off. I always Sun Tzu says you always applaud your enemy's victory when he's successful, even if it's against your ass. It's another thing to just hand over the win, you know what I'm saying? I be wondering how many of them ICE agents used to play Call of Duty and shit like that. Felt like that was like a staging ground or a training ground now. It's like when you look back in hindsight and how things are introduced to us. And with everything going on, you think people would take a little bit more time to, or at least turn the spear in the right direction, if that makes sense. Because there's a lot of pettiness going on too. It's just amazing how petty folks can be, especially towards their own kind. Whether that be their race or whatever, or they're just, you know what I'm saying? People still trying to play in people's faces. It's like people are under the illusion that things are going to go back to normal. It almost feels like. Whatever normal is. But those be people it's been the most beneficial and comforting for to have things the way they are. It's ridiculous to me. And even the place that I'm at is a perfect microcosm of the overall state of America. You know, you got so much shit in this house that gets swept under the rug or ignored. You know what I mean? Fucking trash piled this high in the kitchen. Everybody walk by, and it's just that one person that they seem to take care of everything consistently, right? And it's like you get tired of that as that person saving this shit, if you will. But as long as the Wi-Fi is on and the water's running, there's no sense of urgency. You know, I remember when I was homeless out in the woods of Georgia, it was daunting at first, but it turned out to be one of the best experiences of my life because It made me totally accountable for every little thing I did. It made me more aware of what I was looking for. In all honesty, I'd still be out there if it wasn't for it being private property kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Where people are always gonna be checking and all that other shit. But living in harmony with nature, without all the distractions and shit. I got so much good sleep out there. I had so many great visions out there. Creativity off the hook. It wasn't all this song and dance. You know what I'm saying? It's like out in nature ain't no black and white. Yeah, we're kind of live in it, but I don't want too much orange. Sorry, I'm channeling. Let's go put some seahorses somewhere in here. Maybe I'll save it for somebody else. But back to what I was saying about the house, it's like the demographics kind of speak to that conditioning. You know what I mean? Somebody leaving a mess for somebody else to clean up. People not being aware of their behaviors and how it affects the whole, things of that nature. So I'm at the point where I just keep it kind of to myself now. And I feel that's a lot of people in certain settings and circumstances. It's like you get tired of supporting something that don't support back, you know what I mean? And that's what this country feels like right about now. Blah, blah, blah. Guess I'll just be talking to myself on this bitch. Sorry to call this my op channel. That's all that's going to be on there except for the new people that pop in from time to time. Nobody wants to talk about it. But this is definitely my first. No, this is not my first. Maybe my third attempt at drawing a mantis or painting a mantis shrimp. If you've never seen one in action, it's quite amazing. I invite you to look one up on YouTube, on here one day, and just watch it go to work. Talk about power. See what I told you? That's why I figured my numbers and ratings be like they are. I've been killing this shit for years, but I'm not into stroking egos and all that other shit. Or giving you the fluff. Cause we got everybody in this motherfucker. We got foreigner here. We got about 4 white males, 2 black dudes, well, a couple, black couple in the back, myself, and it kind of almost mirrors the collective. We just don't have you know, um, the feminine aspect is not represented like that. And maybe there's a message in that. Now, you never seen one of these motherfuckers? They are so complex the way they're constructed. This is really putting me to the metal. I ain't gonna lie. Let's put y'all up a little higher. But that would be a beautiful sight. If one day everybody got the balls, the nerve, the gall, whatever you want to call it, and just didn't show up to work for 2 days. I'm talking about everybody. Because if you thought you were immune, you know now you're not. And we all just said, fuck it. It's going to be whatever the fuck it's going to be. might be a sight. Mm. Okay. Make sure I had it right. Guess I should put a little more thumb under there. Oh, those geese got the right idea. Just leave it all behind. very supportive, very healthy. It's a light in a dark place, I'll tell you. All right, that's good for today. Yeah, that'll work. So, that's how far we got. And if you know what a mantis shrimp does, you'll get the gist of this picture, especially with her doing that. And that's what I feel like is going on. Something new is coming through. But we're getting there. We're getting there. And I still might put my seahorses. It will make sense of some more of this madness. All right, y'all.